right, I'm going to call the special meeting. First of all, I'm going to take a roll call. And for attendance, we have Kevin Clark here, Rob Gentner here, Ken Rohr here, Donna Stefano
here,
and Leslie White
bringing up the rear.
And so with that, I'm calling the special meeting March 23rd, 2020 of the Fairport Urban Renewal Agency. I'll call that meeting to order. We are also joined by Council Ed Russell and Executive Director Martha Malone. So limited agenda, but the first thing on the agenda is the approval of the February 24th, 2020 meeting minutes. And as we vote, I'm going to do a roll call for each thing that we may vote on today. So we have a record of that. So can I have a motion to approve those February 24th meeting minutes of the URA?
If this is Donna, I'll move to approve those meeting minutes.
Can I have a second, please?
This is Leslie, and I second those meeting minutes.
Okay. Any comments, corrections, or discussion on those minutes? Hearing none, I'll go to the roll call.
Sorry, nothing.
Okay. We'll go to a roll call vote. Ken Rohr? Yes. Donna Stefano?
Yes.
Leslie White?
Yes.
Rob Gentner? An abstention for me. And I will vote aye. So those meeting minutes are approved. The next thing that we're going to go into, and which is probably our biggest topic for today in both the meetings we have, is a review of the loan portfolio and consider assistance for existing borrowers. So, Martha, would you like to kind of lead us through that?
Sure. In response to the current situation, I'm recommending to the board that we consider providing our existing borrowing customers a 3-month no interest extension to their current outstanding debts. You received under separate cover the snapshot report for the loan portfolio for the Fairport Urban Renewal Agency. And in this case, I strongly recommend we consider that extension for this portfolio. And what will happen is that I reviewed with counsel, and those payments, we merely extend the date of the maturity date, those 3 months. And also but we would not accrue interest during this time. I think what we want to do is do as much as possible for our existing borrowers and be as generous as possible. And this is just an interim measure. I think we'll have to take a temperature check as things develop. And we eventually, Ed, would we need to have paperwork signed to this effect, or is it merely, can we do it through email confirmation with those borrowers, or how would you recommend we put this in place with them?
Since this is to their benefit that we're extending out the term, if they would be fine with just an email, we can do it that way. However, if they want an amended note. So the easiest would just be an email.
I'm sorry, so did you say we did need an amended note or not?
No, we would not need an amended note unless the borrower requires it of us. this is to their benefit. This is something that we're giving to them, so they should have no objection to it. Obviously, if they don't want to move forward, that's also fine. But I think we would just send an email just confirming the new payment schedule.
And I would ask them to acknowledge back to me receipt of that email.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
Does anyone have any questions?
What happens in 3 months?
Well, if under
What
this,
happens in 3 months if we're in the same position? Do we
we
continue it?
it's a
And how does that impact? I mean, obviously, it's going to have an impact on our budget.
Yes, I think you also received under separate email the current cash balances for the Urban Renewal Agency. You also received the budget as well. And one of the things that I would recommend, one of the things we could do is put the Front Porch Grant Program on hold temporarily, because the interest income from the loan portfolio is what funds it. So we could consider putting new applications on hold. It's something to think about. I think our current cash balances are adequate to fund us going forward, but that's just something we could consider.
Okay. Let me be sure I understand here. What we're talking about is, when we're using the term forbearance, that means no payments made or principal only?
I'm recommending no payments. In particular with with this loan portfolio, we are well secured with commercial mortgages on all of the properties.
Okay. Now, would this be presented as, or I think it should be presented as an option for the borrower, as opposed to words, I know Ed had talked about, or you and Ed had talked about making this a blanket policy, but do we have the ability to make that optional? Because we don't know, some of our borrowers, are set up and their cash flows may be different, and they may prefer to continue to make those payments. Are we able to do that way? Are we able to structure it like that, or should we? I'm interested in what other people may think of that.
Sure, that I can see that, and that email would read, you have the option to take advantage of this program and let us know what you'd like to do. Sure. Ed, do you see any challenges with?
No, I don't see any. No, administratively, it's easier if everyone would jump on board with it. But obviously, if that's not the borrower's wish, I think we'd want to accommodate that, and so it would be fine. We just have to make sure we noted which ones we're not taking advantage of the option.
Oh, sure. Everyone will. I think, Kevin, I like your suggestion, and that each borrower will receive an email saying, you have the option of not making payments for the next 3 months with no interest accruing during that time. Let us know how you'd like to proceed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I agree with Kevin's suggestion, and also just in that, Martha, if you can also just clarify that no other additional steps like a pre-approval for that 3 months is needed. This is just if they agree, it's automatic.
Sure, that sounds good. Mm-hmm.
This is Ken. I also agree with Kevin's suggestion.
Great.
Sounds good.
Rob, yeah, I'm on board too. I like it. I like the opt-in option.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure that anybody will take us up on that option, but anyway, I think it should be there just in case. So, okay, good.
Thank you.
The next, am I correct that for the Urban Renewal Agency, we are giving up from a revenue standpoint, or we are deferring about $2,500 a month? Would that be, is that correct?
Let me click into that report. If you want
We
to,
would be deferred, if we stuck to 3 months and everything works out the way we all hope, and it is a 3-month period, we would shortfall our revenue by $7,500, if I'm correct.
I'm just clicking into the snapshot report from last month, trying to, you just give me a sec here.
I went to the budget and saw that our budget was 29 something, very similar to what the LDC was, and said divide that by 12 times 3, or divide by 12. That was like $2,500 a month, right?
So 5,300 is principal and interest. See, now there's the cash
Principal and interest.
is 5,300.
Right, that's cash. That's cash flow, but I'm talking about revenue. And
Correct.
revenue is your interest.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right, just so everybody understands this will reduce our,
Do we want to put the front porch grant program on hold till at this time? I don't know how much, how many requests we'll get.
This is Ken. I looked at the cash flow. I don't see the need to do that right now.
Okay, good.
yeah,
Great.
and we should be able to take that on a month-by-month basis, right?
Sure.
That's
Mhm.
true, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
All right. So, any other, before I ask for a motion, any other questions that we have regarding this? Okay. Hearing none, I guess I'll ask for a motion to provide a forbearance. You can tell me exactly, or Martha, exactly what we are saying. Forbearance assistance for existing borrowers or the Urban Renewal Agency loans
On an opt-in
Okay.
basis.
on an opt-in basis. So, is there a motion for that?
It's Rob Gentner. I will make that motion.
And a second?
It's Leslie. I'll second the motion.
Okay. Is there any further discussion regarding that item? Okay, roll call vote. All in favor, or roll call vote. Ken Rohr? Aye. Leslie White?
Aye.
Rob Gentner? Aye. Donna Stefano?
Aye.
And I will vote aye also. So that motion carries. Martha, any other business before I close the URA meeting?
Not today, thank you.
Okay. I would like a motion to adjourn the URA meeting, special meeting of March 23rd.
So moved.
So moved.
Ken.
Oh, and this is Donna. I'll second that.
Okay. Any discussion? Roll call votes. Ken Rohr? Aye. Donna Stefano?
Aye.
Leslie White?
Aye.
Rob Gentner?
Aye.
And I vote aye. The meeting is adjourned. Okay.
All right, please stay on because